flaky Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
We need help, Piper. This man named Kellogg kidnapped my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day...
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who...
Kellogg. Huh.
A man like that would have had access, in and out.
But we both know that angle isn't going to work.
Because he's dead.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Right.
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it.
What exactly do we need, Nick?
Kellogg's brain. It's a long shot, but Dr.
Actually, I think I already have...
Cybernetics, huh?
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not.
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm gonna...
Anything else you can tell me about the memory?
It's in Good Neighbor, a little... The Memory Den ain't just a fancy name. A lot of people give up all their caps just to read. Not us. We're gonna try to dive deep into someone else.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry.
And by the way, at some point, you owe me an interview. I want to hear how this whole story got started. Sent that meth
collection or something.
And citizens, but it's home. Watch your back. Right behind.
Hey, see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here?
Protection for sale! And
You there!
He says...
You need a genuine, authentic, custom-made hickory swat.
Getting Paul. Nobody's seen him in steady right here.
I ain't telling you how to pick your friends. Piper's kind of trouble. Gotta pick me up. Feeling glum.
唔睇歐國杯，因為打機
Let's see
開
what you
心。
got.
Every cam.
仆街！我想買槍子彈喎，呢個係要咩？211、286，我呢個係咩子彈嚟㗎？211，仆街，唔記得支。211。嚇？咩子彈嚟㗎？10mm啊！211。唉，終於翻嚟求活，唉，冇辦法，呢個嘅王者回歸，講笑，10mm嚟喎呢個，10mm喎，10mm，呢個髮型屋嚟，食屎啊！10mm。誒呢個彈藥庫啊嘛，得啦，快撚啲啊！屌你老母臭閪，快撚啲，我要買啊！嚟啊！ 10mm， 得啦，唔好講乜廢話。係啦，10mm。買撚晒，哇咁撚貴啊！屌呀，唔緊要，照俾。哇，好撚型喎呢個。仆街，我咪扶緊咗。
Everything I got will keep you safe.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Something for every.
後咩魚城？我係翻魚城咩？星期六唔係魚，係唔係咩嘅咩？哇！咁鳩貴嘅，5000幾喎，傻閪啊！屌你！哇！14,000蚊，戇鳩！有冇啲啊老中？哇！依個唔係，其實我都有嘅，2000幾我都買到，但係真係貴咯，屌！唉，就咁啦。呢個接受購物，接受。係 ，OK。子彈爽，乜製造子彈？解放式改造。屌！螺絲喎要。誒？ 差唔多。而家全部都翻魚城，都全部都魚城。嚇！真係點啊？即係佢而家係唔會再去九龍公園啦。藝 Sir 叫你打水，我知啊。唔係你今日你幾時見到藝 Sir？即係藝 Sir 同你講嘅。屌！偷鳩你啲衫，屌你老母臭閪！算唔理你哋。係仲有冇？屌你老味！打到啫嘛 ，OK。我咪可以叫佢除衫啊！我記得可以叫佢除衫啊，係咪啊？喂，八婆。Hey， 係咪可以攞啊？攞。仲有嘅佢，喂。俾翻你，俾翻件衫佢先。啱佢件叫咩？仆街係咪呢件？仲有應該係呢件啊嘛。定呢件咧？唔理啦。 佢今日同我講，佢今日佢同佢 band 肥張搬嚟食飯。哦，我應該下個星期六咯，下個星期六翻，同星期六咯。係啊，我仲以為係平時好似以前翻九龍公園咁。唔係，但係星期六係你哋都係翻星期六噶嘛？唔係咩？定係你唔係翻星期六㗎？即係你哋係翻幾多號啊？即係翻星期幾啊？即係而家係咪唔會去九龍公園？定係九龍公園唔俾咁多人，所以就冇去？定係因為遲啲可能寬鬆翻咧，就會去翻九龍公園。你可唔可以偷鳩你啊？咁都被發現，我屌你啊！你有後眼㗎？啊，卜佢個臭街！屌你老味！
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking.
喂！
Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. 再入先。多手。10點24分。呢個係啦，係啦，冇事冇事。一開始疫情到而家都未翻過去，哦，都係魚城咪得咯。好唔偷嘢，食屎啊你！一偷咁樣醒嘅。睇佢去邊先？屌！上去呢邊？去緊咗邊啊？我呢邊，屌你老味！呢度屌！唔係阿黃超恒有冇翻到球嘅而家？或者有冇新人啊而家？定係其實係根本就 keep 住都係佢。魚城應該仲近你啦，近，但係魚城細啊嘛，魚城削飛機咩咁細咁？其實我唔知啊，星期六其實多唔多人啊？定係其實好少人啊而家球會？我唔清楚。如果係以以前星期六，即係喺九龍公園嗰個人數嚟講咧，跟住你去翻魚城咧，黐撚線逼撚到成個傻閪咁咯，一定會。喂，我想攞啊！屌，再死嘅先。哇！唔係下陣，哇好多嘢攞，好鳩想要，咁都俾人發現我屌你啊！嘢啊！仆街！喂，屌啊！我又唔想咁樣喎，唉算啦，唉屌你老味！屌個黃真好似未翻而家，咁你哋我係應該係唔會翻最勁嗰班㗎，正路嘅話，我應該係分，主要我應該唔會撞到你哋嘅正路嘅話，2至5、5至8，我會寧願翻2至5，因為好似個時間會 fit 啲，5至8一定肚餓喎，唔使諗啦係嘛？乜明潛行中喎，偷唔偷得計啦？ HOLES。有 H， 有 S、HS 頭嘅，點解咁講 H？ 仆街！喂，見面啦咩？哦喂，我呢隻咩料啊？邪交啊！咁樣臭串嘅。乜特啊佢嘅？去邊度？呢個北嘅。耶耶！支持何企為一哥，支持何企為一哥，支持何企為一哥。嚇！乜嘢？係咪要好型啊？我啱啱執嗰支肥仔核彈，我咪有㗎啦。肥仔，係喎有喎，買咗咯，買咗佢都抵嘅。買咗佢都賺夠500幾咁啲子彈錢。shit！ 哦，呢度我記得我睇過人哋話。
May have walked out of the den, well, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs.
Why?
Big friend. Here for Amari. She's downstairs.
偷嘢得唔得？咁樣被發現啊？
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know.
快速傳檔先，
Just don't let them
每次偷嘢都要快速傳檔。
right?
走開啊！屌，偷嘢啊！仆街！
Yo, psst,
Where to?
over there.
That's a plan.
我 feeling 翻啱咗先，重新再入，好唔緊要，偷人嘢就係要付出代價，就係要翻嚟。OK 嘅，慘啊！點解我唔偷嘢嚟㗎？屌，都係咁好玩。咁同佢講嘢，我咪落去揾佢，攞條契弟。嗰個邊個啊？ 呢度落去，點樣落去啊？
Oh, you're not Irma.
Hi.
Good neighbor's crazy. Dad's
乜料啊？
Hey, Valentine.
Let's go talk to Amari. Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I know you. You're in the railway. What's this all about?
哇！佢
We
啊
need your help, Doctor. I need the
正啊！喂
memories
J
from
哥，
the
你
man
喺 party
Kellogg,
喎，聽講。
but he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad?
佢個頭，佢個
Inside
鼻
the fact that you're asking me to defy
咁有特色嘅佢個鼻，
You don't realize that the memory
眼個妝又咁有特色嘅。
require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari.
Fine. I'll take her.
How much of...
That is not an encouraging question. I suppose.
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein? Ego, fetch me the brain. No.
No. I will. Now, do you have it?
Here's what I can...
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is. Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not
So the brain is still good, right?
possibly. There's no sign of decay. So the tech is probably. But there's no way to access the memories inside.
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth.
There could be long-term side effects.
Right.
Don't bother.
Mm-hmm. We should try plugging you into a toaster next. Fresh toast.
It's nice to know that even when I'm about to have a foreign object shoved,
Mr. Valentine, just sit there.
if I start cackling like an old mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
要插
I
入喎
need you
要
to。keep talking to me, Mr.
哇！
Valentine.
貓頭鷹之手嘅
Any
原來係
slight change in
貓
your
頭鷹之手，
functions could be dire. Are
佢
you
睇緊啲乜
feeling
撚
any
嘢
different?？
嚇放咗
A lot
啊！
of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe.
Uh-huh. Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully it'll be, but that doesn't get around the current. We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories.
咁複雜聽唔明。
Nick and I are gonna share a mind? Yeah, I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions, am I?
And the smart mouth was all it took to solve the problem.
No. You won't have to.
All right. Let's get...
Just sit down over there.
See you on the other side.
Cái này cũng chảo câu mà.
Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
冇乜料啊！
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. are experiencing these
Such a
memories
dummy
as
back
Kellogg.
then.
This may prove
Mom
disorienting
knew how
at
it
first.
was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
It's gonna be fun. You'll see.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know,
I found
they
another
died
memory to
like
try.
dogs.
I'll connect you.
And you weren't there to help them.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you take care of people's...
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
Is that right?
If you'd pay me.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed. First synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
We do, as you can see.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
It's come to my... Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
All computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
呢個係我對我個仔咧，係咪喺隔離啊？呢個係咪呢個係呢個？
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. Please just try to get back up.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Alright, we're good.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet project, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. Hello. It's okay. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
忘不了。
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk?
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel? I don't know if there's any right way to feel. We're getting off track. The only question is, what do we do now?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Mặt trang à?
What's that for?
Hell yeah.
The memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Ui, cháu... Ui. Ồ, 玩到呢度先。